basically pretend that you are introducing yourself. You can do it since you also have the mic for right now. Well, I am Anti-Aaron, and today we're doing Hardcore Uprising, say Rising. We have Queen Bee promoting this game. This is a hack and slash Contra game, but if you think about it, with Sayuri, it's a Ninja Gaiden game, and we'll be hacking, slashing our way through 8 stages. So the first stage is the desert, where it's pretty much just an easy run, slash, jump, and dash. So with the angle down in a constant slashing motion, we can get through this, portion very quick as we approach the mini-boss. This game is a prequel to the Contra series, and as we can see, our first mini-boss is the wall boss, a ever Contra staple. So as we make short work of that, we continue our way through to where we get our other callback to the Contra series of the energy zone jump. A 1-up for good luck, even though we only start with 30 lives. So as we go through here, avoiding the quicksand and just, using our sword projectile to get through. Trying not to fall into the sand and lose a life. Get some health for luck. So as we go through, just running and hitting our action button to try to vault over everything. And we come to our next mini-boss. This game was developed by Arc Systems Work with Konami. They did a really good job. So as we're slashing and trying to hit the boss, it goes to the worst fate, but that's okay. When that happens, we call it marathon luck. But apparently she did get him. And we do a triple jump. We try to do our final dash right in the middle of the ribs. It happens. But we try to get as close to the pit as possible as we see our boss here. As we just either walk or do a quick dash forward and we slash it, and there it goes. Sayuri makes short work of all the bosses. Her sword is very powerful. So as we can see, this guy ain't done with us yet, so we just slash on back. Line ourselves up here and just aim for the hack and slash. Thankfully, in Rising mode, we can fully upgrade our character to have auto fire, higher powered attack, a triple jump. Now the hardest trick of the game is landing this helicopter. And with the desert done, we go into the jungle. This is a really fun game. You can find it on your Xbox 360, Xbox One if you had it on 360 and still have your cloud activated, your PlayStation 3. You can even find it on a PlayStation emulator online. So as we go through the jungle, trying not to get poisoned by the purple goop, because the purple goop will cause us to not only slowly lose our health, we will be not able to run or do any air dashing. So as we get through this a gauntlet of poisonous plants, we have a bridge, which is just an easy angle down that we did in the first stage. And as we fall into the abyss, it's alright. We may have lost a life of our 30. The only critical damage that's happened is that we have lost our double damage. But even though we did lose our double damage, we are, the sword is still powerful. So as we approach this helicopter boss, try to line ourselves up and land on the bottom to take out everything, but that's alright. At least in this phase, we can just hop up and slash it down. And wait for it to come back around, aim up, and slash through. So with that boss done, we move on forward. As we're just hacking and slashing away. Be trying to be very careful of everything. Keeping in mind that this is a Contra game, and Contra games are known to be relatively hard. So here is Leviathan. He likes to teleport around the stage, but hopefully we can try to take him out into cycles. Especially, well, now he's going to teleport everywhere. Let's hope that he teleports in a nice spot. We get eaten by the gators, but that's okay. That dash is perfect because it gives him a chance to stand still for just a little bit longer, and now that he's taken care of, we move on to the next stage. Well, and the ruins is where the difficulty amplifies it a little bit, where it becomes an up and down stage. The bats are the biggest trolls with their Sonic along with them. Even though that they hit us, thankfully they don't do any health damage. So as we climb up, moving over so we can get across. Breaking the wall and hopefully getting across. Yep, those bats, those little spiders definitely do a number on when they grab onto you. Yes. So now with Tigris, we just walk up and slash. As you can see, we definitely make work of this. Wonderful Contra Gaiden. So now we have our Indiana Jones area. As we, which gives you the a chance to learn the action of how to vault over. Always want to take a pause there to get it and then move because the floor will definitely fall out from underneath you. And we also have the ability to run up walls. So, and as we get through here, the falling spike room, and we have ourselves a little water section. Trying to avoid the pinwheels of death and these little spiders to where in the water they actually do damage to you. And like all Contra series, we have to have a waterfall section, but thankfully we are actually falling down the waterfall and not actually climbing it. And this boss ain't done yet. So now it's tracking us, and hopefully we try to break this down. Yep, as we take a step behind it so that we have our knockback and will land us directly in a perfect spot to just slash it through. And like this, and we do our ninja jump so that the spike doesn't affect us as we climb and land back on the helicopter to approach the next stage, which is the highway, which is a wonderful auto scroll. And the fun part about being on this auto scroller is that we are a melee character, so this will be a chance to learn how to to not only take out enemies in either a jumping slashing down position. We have to take full advantage of our charge shot if we want to take out enemies from the ground. So as we take care of the cop cars and helicopters, jumping over debris. Using our ninja jump to avoid the oncoming train. Now we have one of the greatest pilots in the history of helicopter flying lessons. Now comes our little mini boss. Thankfully we can just be like right at the first quarter and just take him out completely. So now this is where we can either hack and slash all the way across the board. Try not to take anything out, and why do I feel like that was faster? But yeah, our second phase. Yep, if you let too much happen, it just becomes a complete and utter cluster. But handled pretty well. We'll be having an oncoming car. She can pull off the cool trick. Ninja jumping right through it, and now here we'll have a chance to get some health back. Now as we take out these oncomers, just letting those two side crash into each other. Take out the black cars. This may think that they can't be more clever. We have two cars with a wonderful electrical field.
take out the 3 little pinballs, aim up, take out the car, and wonder how can a car be driving on the roof? But it is. Now this will be a barricade. We get through here, and now we gotta try to take out these 2 flaming cars. Thankfully, they weren't trolls, because they do have the scheme of projectiling right at you, like a homing missile. So now with our sword, we just piece by piece take this out, moving ever so slightly forward, and taking it out in one cycle. Now, even though we have, taken a little bit of hits, we can hopefully get the full health upgrade coming up right here. Or it will spawn into the ceiling and totally go haha. But that's all right. Here comes what many Konami fans call a Gradius boss. So we take out the 2 stoppers and the green gems. This is where we hold our strife so we can move and still keep the sword in a forward area instead of moving around with how we move, so the sword stays locked in place as we move. Now as we take our damage and we take out the green on the inside, we don't need to worry about the outside. You can see she's taking damage, hopefully, to make sure to kill the boss and get in a final hit, but it's alright. The next part is easy. She'll take a death, which will not affect her double damage. And as she uses her iframes, she can get inside here, do a quick turnaround, slash it, hold her free strife, and then she can move up with it, take it out, slowly move down, and then slowly back up with it. She needs to be careful because she can't afford another hit yet. But with Sayuri bosses are a piece of cake. Up next is the fun section, the lab. So in this lab, normally casually it's if it's stealth, but since we gotta go fast, we'll just slash our way through. Those, yeah, are trolls, so there goes the double damage, but that's alright. So as we maneuver our way through this labyrinth of fun and excitement, so as you notice, the difficulty is definitely ramping up. Platforming is definitely getting to a higher degree of difficulty. And as we approach the next mini-boss, I'd say this is the James Bond edition, but like always with our sword, even if we don't have the double damage, we can take it out very fast. So with this, we just hold our, we just stack and then jump up. And make short work. Now this will be a bunch of air dashing and firing projectiles to hopefully take everything else ahead of us, so we don't have any bad knockback into the lava. And as you can see, she made that look really easy. Now comes this area of the pods. We don't want to break any of these glasses because there's a bunch of enemies in there, and it will definitely have a bunch of congestion, confusion, and chaos. So as we hack and slash her through in this wonderful escort area, trying to get the doctor to safety. Oh yeah, she made this look really easy. So now that the doctor is free, we go on to face the main boss of the game. Welcome to the start of the Alien Wars. So what we do is we just line up, take out each arm on each side for the first two phases. Second phase is fire, which is a very predictable pattern, but it's all right. Now we go with the pod, so we do our double jumping, trying to take it out, and using the sword projectile to get in an extra hit as we are coming down on our descent. And she did that really, really well. And now coming up is our second auto scroller. We are in the train. Now these trains will be guiding us all the way through the stage, but they also have the fun part of taking hit damage, which will if they take too much damage, they will explode. So it's time to board a train. As you can see with the gunfire there, you just saw the train flash, so it took a little bit of damage. You always ask yourself, how did a helicopter get in here? But since we have our powerful sword, we're just like, yeah, take it out. These guys come in a pair of 3 every 2 pillars. Now this is usually what would be known as the Battletoads area, where we're trying to dodge the fire, but by going up and down on the train. But since we have the ninja jump, we can just jump right through the fire and the flames, and dragon force our way through. Thankfully, you know what? Yeah, you're doing really well. Yeah, You're our fastest. It's because you walked to it, so it spawned quicker. Yeah, that's the one thing about auto areas. There are ways have things come quicker on the screen. So now that we are on the top, now comes the fun part, taking out everyone on the top and trying not to lose a train in the process. Yeah, those eyes really do a lot of damage on trains. Now, with that bullet, she could have hit the action button and watch it parry back at him. But she's not here to show off. She's here to e- eliminate everything as fast as possible. Mhm. So now, as we take care of this, we have our next mini boss, which, as you can see, our sword just does short work of everything. So now, as we take care of one more piece of diversion, we'll have our next mini boss. Which with Sayori is very easy. We just make sure that on this next part, our foot is right on the edge, on the other side of the pole, and then we just duck, and there we have it. So yeah, this is basically the easiest, the the easiest character, because we don't, you know, like on most Contra games, if you get hit or knocked down, you lose power-ups. Nope, with Sayori, it's only thing that you can lose are lives and your double damage. So with this, we have a vertical section, but we just aim up. We just do a jump. That happens. So as we line ourselves up, we may have lost our double damage, but we don't really have to worry about much. We just freaking slash through. And still take out the boss in with relative ease. So, as we can see that boss is poorly trained, we move on to the tower, where your platforming skills and everything that you know comes to is put to the test.
Huh? Where is he?
So we start off through. Here we have two options of doing a jump and dash or just free pressing action. Depends on how you prefer to play it. But now we climb. Now we make our free climb up into the tower. Hacking and slashing through everything in our way. Now as we approach the elevators, everything is spawned the exact same. There's always a two, and then this guy, and then there's always the one at the bottom that you want to angle down and do a attack with, or just wait for it. So it's all a set pattern. But when it comes to speed, the only thing that we ask ourselves is, as we approach the top, is the elevator going to be from fast, medium, or from slow? So, now comes the question, do we get fast, medium, or slow? We got slow. So as we climb up, this is where we take full advantage of our ninja jump, because we can jump right through the electrical fields. Now comes the fun trick of the copter skips. Can we nail them? Gotta scroll the screen up just a little bit more. Nope. It's alright though. So we just aim up. Thankfully, we landed on the platform, so it wasn't a complete and utter disaster. Now comes the next copter skip. Nope. It happens. Only consolation prize here is that there's going to be a 1-up. So all we do is just aim up, get our 1-up, and continue our climb. Now for any Contra series, gotta have an area where we go from rocket to rocket. So this is where we can learn, practice our triple jumps in the air and our dashes to land on a object. And if you're wondering on when it ends soon, the sound of the rockets will change. So as we approach our next climb up, hopefully get to the boss in time before he makes his escape. And there is Tiberius, the main antagonist. Leviathan wants to get in the way. So, as he drops his bombs, we use our ninja jump to scale the side of the wall and not get hit by the electricity. Now comes a chase. So as we angle through, and our sword will protect us from the flying bombs. Leviathan, if he gets to the end of the screen ahead of us, he will charge back at us. Now comes a wonderful platforming section on the umbrellas. Getting our full health, and so we chase him down. Thankfully, we make short work of him. He has a bigger mech this time, but thankfully we don't have to worry about that, so we just slash our way through. Take that for the iframe, and there we have it. So now that we've taken him down, we approach the top of the tower, hopefully to take out Tiberius. But like always, we're too late, and he makes his escape, leaving us with Cerberus. Now, if we were a gunner, this is a really challenging boss, but since we have our sword, we make short work. Because all we gotta do is just aim up. And this is coming. Drop. And that's why we try to keep a extra hit point just in case. So just in case our fingers slip on the dash. So now comes the final stage, which is the battleship. It's like definitely one of the most difficult stages because of the enemy bosses, the pits. I know. So as we approached the battleship through the rocket, we give a call back to the first stage. But this time what we do is we take out the flying and the rockets. 6 at a time, and the laser beam we jump over. This one, it's the top, and then the back, and then the middle and the back, and the bottom of the back. And 6 more rockets. Beam, and we are off to fly. And we give our shout out to the only Joey of Biker Mice to Mars. Now comes the gauntlet. She got that. The freaking mid-air dash perfect. You know that you are in a good spot on when you are running, and you keep a flat attack and still be able to take out the falling bomb and keep on going. So as we get through this cycle base trash compactor, we get this wonderful platforming section. part is always the hardest. But she gets through clean as a whistle. And now comes the carousel, which is the most hardest area because the the platform actually freaking spins. So here we go. Take out the eyeballs on the side, and then we take out the pistons. As you can see, taking full advantage of her triple jumps. Now as the pistons rise, we want to stay on the roof. Okay, thankfully she made it back up top. Now she's a spot where it's just going back and forth and she doesn't have to worry about falling off. She did that really well. Very well done. Now as we approach the final area to take out Tiberius. Thankfully, as Sayuri, we don't have to worry about pretty much in this phase. We run up and slash, and he will do absolutely nothing. Now, the, the next phase, all we gotta do is watch out for the foot stomp and fire. So as we slash, we jump, land on the arm, and slash away. And now that we've taken care of the boss, he ain't done yet. So as we have our Empire Freak Strikes Back moment, thankfully we still have our hands. Now comes the difficult section. Falling debris and trying to take out this final section. Now if we were gunners and didn't have any power-ups, yeah, this would be difficult. But like I said, with Sayuri, even if we don't have our double damage, this is a piece of cake. Only thing we have to worry about is using our sword and breaking a platform that we need. like that. Thankfully, uh, the safest spot is on top of that missile. That's all right. She got him. So as he dies in a dramatic fashion. So we climb up to to land on the helicopters. That part is we actually have to land on it for it to be timed. And very, 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 very well done, GG. GGQB in 5 minutes and 11 seconds. What was in-game time? 41. Mm, nice. You're fine. 45:11, I think I said, was your RTA. I had it going. It was 45:11, I think I said. Very well done. That was really good. I had to talk. I had to talk. At least give a little bit of things on the carousel.